Vienna, 1980s. Inside a quiet hospital, patients were dying at an alarming rate. But no one knew that the killers weren't strangers. They were the nurses, smiling angels by day and death dealers by night. Heartbeat sound fades to silence. This is the story of the Lainz Angels of Death. Establish the eerie calm of Lainz General Hospital. In the heart of Vienna stood the Lainz Hospital, clean, efficient, and trusted. But beneath that polished reputation, something unspeakable was happening. Slow zoom on a dimly lit hospital corridor. Between 1983 and 1989, over 40 elderly patients mysteriously died. Doctors blamed age, fate, illness. But it wasn't fate, it was murder. Stay with me, because what these nurses did next will haunt you forever. Introduce the killers, 4 female nurses. They called themselves the Night Shift. Maria Gruber, Irene Ladolf, Waltraud Wagner, and Stefanija Mayer. 4 women, 4 killers. They laughed together, smoked in the break room, and bragged about their special skills. But those skills were killing people quietly, without leaving a trace. Wagner discovered something, a secret method, that made her feel powerful. And once she did it once, she couldn't stop. It began with compassion, or so she claimed. An elderly woman begging for release, suffering. Waltraud Wagner took a syringe and injected water into her veins, a method called water embolism. She watched as the patient gasped for air and died. She felt something dark awaken inside her. Not guilt, but control. Keep watching, because this single act of mercy turned into an addiction to murder. Soon the others joined her. They formed a pact to help patients die. But mercy quickly became mockery. Cut to flashback reenactment, nurses laughing in a ward. They began choosing victims at random, elderly, weak, or simply annoying. They would pinch a patient's nose shut and watch, sometimes singing lullabies as the person took their last breath. They didn't just kill, they enjoyed it. Soon, killing became entertainment. They competed who could end a life faster, quieter. They even celebrated their kills with wine after shift. They called it doing someone. They joke about how many they did that week. Creepy laughter sound fades in. One night a patient whispered, "Please don't." And they replied, "Don't worry, we'll take good care of you." If you think this can't get darker, you're wrong. For years, no one suspected them. Every death looked natural. Medical reports were clean, no evidence. Their victims were old, weak, perfect targets. No one questioned why so many were dying. Tense violin rises. They became confident, untouchable, until one night, one mistake exposed everything. During a late shift in 1989, a young nurse overheard them bragging. They were laughing about killing a patient as if it was a joke. The young nurse reported it to her supervisor. At first, nobody believed her. But then an autopsy revealed something shocking: air in the bloodstream. The pattern matched dozens of unexplained deaths. Police launched a secret investigation. Hidden cameras taped conversations. One by one, the angels began to crumble. When interrogated, Wagner confessed calmly. She said, "We wanted to help people die peacefully." But her calm tone chilled investigators, because they realized she didn't regret it. Don't go anywhere. The most disturbing part is what they said in court. During questioning, The nurses laughed, joked, even argued about how many they killed. 30, one said. No more, another corrected. One even said it became easy, too easy. They had killed at least 49 people. But investigators believed the real number was much higher. In 1991, Vienna watched in horror as the 4 women stood trial. Reporters called them the Angels of Death. Families wept in court. The women showed little emotion. Wagner, the ringleader, smiled when her sentence was read. Life imprisonment. But in Austria, life didn't mean forever. Years later, rumors spread that some of them were released early, after serving only part of their sentence. The public was outraged. People asked how could nurses, sworn to save lives, kill with such cruelty? Lainz Hospital shut down its ward. Families never forgot. Before you judge them, wait till you hear why they claimed they did it. In interviews, they said they killed out of compassion, that they helped those who suffered. But transcripts revealed the truth. They mocked their victims, enjoyed the power. It wasn't mercy, it was control. They weren't angels. They were predators wearing white. The Lainz Angels of Death remind us, evil doesn't always wear a mask. Sometimes it wears a nurse's uniform. 49 souls, 4 killers, one horrifying truth: mercy can turn into murder when humanity dies inside. If stories like this disturb you, good. Because they should. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned. The next story is even darker.